So now we want to study the structure of inner wall of the small intestine to see where does these foods go after their digestion. Okay, so we have this document that shows the structure of the inner wall of small intestine. عم تفرجينا كيف inner wall هالحائط الداخلي للsmall intestine. If we look at this wall we can notice that it's folded into ridges. منلاحظ انه هيدا الwall it's folded يعني هيك مطوي into ridges مثل تعرجات. Okay, so it's folded into ridges. So the inner wall of the small intestine is folded into ridges. This is ridge 1, هيدي another ridge, هيدي another ridge, هيدي another ridge, and these foldings of the small intestine increase the surface area. وهيدي التعرجات هي بتزيد surface area of the small intestine. يعني the small intestine it has a big surface area due to the presence of these ridges من خلال وجود هودي ridges. Okay, now if we take a closer look at this ridge إذا بنجي بنطلع أكتر على هيدي الridge منلاحظ إنه it's covered by finger-like projections. عندي طالع منها مثل هيدي التشعبات اللي هون بيجوا هيك like finger. Okay, finger-like projections. Okay, these ridges are covered by finger-like projections, and these projections are called villi. Okay, are called villi. So these ridges are covered by finger-like projections called villi. وإذا جينا عملنا zoom أكتر على هيدي أخذنا one villus and we looked at it, we noticed that this is the villus. Okay, so I will repeat. The inner wall of the small intestine is folded into ridges. This is a ridge, and each ridge is covered by finger-like projections called villi. Okay, the plural form is villi, the singular form is villus. Okay, and if we look at the structure of the villus, we took a closer look at the villus منلاحظ انه it's made up of three elements. في عندي one layer of cells, عندي طبقة واحدة of cells اسمهم epithelial cells. يعني تخيلوا قديشة رفيعة. Okay, قديشة رفيعة يعني it's very 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 thin because it's one cell thick. سمكتها سمكة one cell which is very very thin. Okay, so each villus is made up of one layer of epithelial cells. تحت هاللاير بيجي في عندي blood capillaries. Okay, شرايين دم. وفي عندي lymphatic vessel. Okay, so the structure of the villus, each villus is made up of one layer of epithelial cells, blood vessels, and lymphatic vessels. So each villus is made up of one layer of epithelial cells, so it has a very 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 thin wall. يعني it's very thin. Okay, رفيعة كتير كتير. And it has blood vessels and lymphatic vessels, so it's richly vascularized. Okay, so نحنا نقدر نستنتج هلا انه we have three characteristics of small intestine. First, it has a thin wall. Second, it's richly vascularized, rich in blood vessels. And finally, it has a big surface area.